I am not entirely sure if I have enough signal out here. If I am breaking up, please let me know. And then I can attempt to move inside. But right now, it's gorgeous outside. So I just wanted to hang out here with my chickens. The dogs were out here, but they were being naughty. So I sent them back inside. I'm being dive bombed. There we go. It says somebody's on. I don't know who. Say hi. Whoever's on. I know, totally like not planned, kind of last minute thing. I have to leave the house around 3 to go pick up a bookshelf an hour away, so I'm going live early. Yeah. You guys are funny. My chickens are goofy. Oh, there's another one. Hi, Susan. I don't know if I can switch my camera around. Oh, I can. There he goes. My chickens are being so goofy. It is, I think, 86. You were just watching my video. It's funny, Kathy. It's like 86 out here. It's not bad. It's gorgeous in the shade. So I'm just hanging out. Outside I was grounding. I am bare feet. I am sitting because I wanted to. And I was in the sun, but then it started getting a little hot, so I got out of the sun. Good timing. You just finished reading any way you can. Awesome. Oh, it's beautiful where you are too, Bonnie. Yeah. I'm loving this weather very much. So we've been bringing a blanket outside and laying down, and then the little ants keep coming to say hi. They're not biting, they're just really annoying. Ooh, Jennifer, it's raining. I think it's supposed to be raining Sunday. I just looked. Oh, really? Is it Paola? It's not that hot. I mean, well, they said it feels like 89 in the sun, but I'm not in the sun. Tamora said, I'm glad you recommended the American Tradition playlist from Dr. Boz. It was good. It was so good. That whole thing was just amazing. Good morning from Cali. Already 90 degrees. It'll be over 100 today. I don't miss it. Yeah, it's different. It's like different here. I have a timer set so we can leave and not be rushed. You made it, Lindsay. Everyone will be very happy to know, hi Raquel, that we just scheduled our next Fab 4. So we'll be recording that in the middle of July. Middle of July, y'all. I can't believe that we're already at that point. It's crazy. Headed to Washington State on Saturday for a week's vacation. Weather looks great. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. A whole week? I don't even know what I would do with myself. Just finished watching your video and figuring out the protein and chronometer. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Ooh, 93 Louisiana. Hi, my baby. Come here, super girl. That face, though. You wanna come say hi to all the people?
Thank you.
No, thank you. Hey, get over here and give me a kiss. Thank you. You can take off your socks if you want to go jump on the trampoline, love. No? You're going to get your socks all dirty. It's her new favorite thing to wear. Supergirl. Hey, Bella. Mm. You are my goofy girl. I always barefoot outside when I can be. Hubby can't function without shoes on outside. Richard used to be the same way. He used to never be able to walk around barefoot. He can now. Here, should I flip it around so everyone can see? Oh, you just scared him. You're goofy. You're so fun. Oh, hello everybody. So that's the one. He likes to do it in the middle of my videos. He does too. Oh, they're all chasing the hen now. Yeah. Those two are my Easter egger roosters, and they literally sit right outside my window and crow the whole time I'm in the kitchen. Thank you. Yes, darling. Melted cheese? I don't know about that. I'm trying to talk my husband into getting chickens. Maybe when I'm done. Okay, tiny human? Push. Push. The other direction. You got it? Good job. I am watching the grocery stores, and I'm watching the prices of chicken food, and I'm watching the prices of everything else. I think getting chickens would be a very good idea. We already have 23, 24 chickens, something like that. 6 of them are roosters. I'm rooster heavy. Hopefully it's not too windy out here. If it's too windy, let me know. I'm rooster heavy, but generally we lose some to predators during the spring, summer, and fall. So I figured I'd keep them. Hi, Blaze. But we actually pulled another 23. No, it was more than that. It was more than that. But we pulled some more eggs. We ended up with 23 babies. So I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can move. I'm afraid if I move, I'm going to lose signal. I can try to flip it around to see if I can show you guys the coop. So there's that coop right there. This one's got 11 babies, and then there's another one right here. It's got 13 babies in it. 13? 12? 12, something like that. I don't remember. But those are our 2 coops. And then we've got 14 ducklings on the other side. Oh, my roosters. And then my emus are probably running around back over here somewhere. For those who are interested in knowing, we got the emus so that they will lay eggs and for emu meat, because there's some people who have what's called alpha gal and they can't eat mammals. But emu actually tastes like rotisserie beef. It's very interesting. And people with alpha gal can eat emu when they can't eat cow. So we looked into getting into that. Just kind of thought that would be something cool to do. And then the emu oil is really expensive, which I would never make it myself. I would have to send it off to be made. But that would be like down the road if we got our. Oh, someone was dust bathing. Nice, honey. That was cute. That would be something we would send off down the road. He's so handsome. Oh, too close, too close. Sorry. Yep, these are the 2 noisy boys. Noisy boy, noisy boy. There's another guy. See, right at the door. I'm like, it's not necessary, dude. It's just really not. Having my own chickens would be the only reason to live outside of the concrete jungle, right? Do you have to have roosters? Not sure if I would want to breed. Would have to get used to having chickens first, or maybe one. I recommend, like, chickens, honestly, you could have one and it would be fine, but you would need to give it a lot of attention. So I recommend at least 2, just so that they can be buddies, because they like to sleep together and keep each other warm. You do not have to have roosters. The hens will still lay eggs without the roosters. They just won't be fertilized. We eat our fertilized eggs all the time. There's a teeny, 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 tiny little disc on the yolk, and if that is incubated and kept moist to the proper temperature and humidity, then it will develop into a chicken. If you take it and put it in the fridge, nothing happens. It just is an egg. So, probably 90% of our eggs are fertilized, if not all of our eggs. Um, there's a lot of people who have just hens. There's no reason for you to have roosters if you don't want to breed them, and if you're able to protect them yourself with fencing or runs and coops and things like that, then you'd be fine. You don't have to have the roosters. I have the 6 roosters because we lost, I want to say it was like 30 birds last year between bald eagles, owls, raccoons, weasels, and ermines. We lost like 30 birds last year. So that kind of stunk. So I have the 2, honestly, that I don't like, that I would like to get rid of. They're the jerks. So I'm not getting rid of them because they're the ones that when one of the hens starts clucking and screaming, they will run over to that hen. Whereas the other ones are like, let's go. And they all run away. They're kind of chickens, pun intended. But the two jerks, I'll keep them. And oh, so funny. There's one little guy, I think he's got Napoleon complex or something. We call him G2 because one of the ones, they're all underneath the apple tree right now. Um, well, maybe not all, a lot of them. One of them, his name's Godzilla. He earned his like Titan name because my dogs decided to play tag with him last year. They were still puppies and still learning. These are my chickens, you may not eat them. They played tag with him. I think they broke his neck because he was running and his head would flop side to side. It was so sad, but he was literally like my favorite rooster ever. So we brought him inside for a month. Cassidy would sit there with him in her lap, wrapped in a towel, feeding him and watering him out of bowls in her hands while she was doing school. She would just sit there with him. We'd put a puppy pee pad in her lap so he could just like poop and, onto it. Not a big deal. That girl spent an entire month nursing that stupid rooster back to health. So he earned his name, Godzilla, because he is a bad-blooded rooster. So that's why his name's Godzilla. Well, this other one, Napoleon complex one, looks almost identical to Godzilla, but he's tiny. So we call him G2, Godzilla 2. He, seriously, Napoleon complex. We first let him out of the coop because we have those little coops where the babies are. Those are our introduction coops. Um, so they were in there for a little while, and we let them out so that once they had gotten acclimated to the rest of the flock. But he would always try to attack the other roosters through the wire. Like, dude, you're tiny. You're ridiculous. But once we started letting him out, he started attacking us. Like Richard and me and the kids. Sometimes roosters just do this. They just, and he's one of the jerks that I'm going to keep because he's going to protect my girls better. So, Noah would go to fetch eggs and he'd have to like hold his foot up and G2 would be attacking his shoe. And what's funny is when roosters fight, their neck feathers puff out. They kind of look like umbrella birds almost. And then they face off with their beaks facing each other and then the big old plume popping out of their neck. So I got an idea. Um, One day I was getting ready to go out and fetch eggs, and I looked over and I saw this black, white, and red umbrella right next to the door. So I grabbed it. I was like, we're gonna see what happens with this. So, I walked outside and he, sure enough, saw me and started running at me. So I held the umbrella out to him and I pushed the button and it went pop. Gave him a freaking heart attack. He actually fell over and, like, didn't move for a second, jumped up and ran away. I started chasing him with it while it was open. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a really long time. It was hilarious. Ever since then, he has not attacked anybody. So, if ever you have a really mean rooster, you should try the umbrella trick. It was awesome. Mm, so funny. Let me see. Oh, a million things. I look very different with short hair versus long hair. Um, I was gonna cut it again, but now I'm just gonna let it grow out. It's just gonna be my afro. My sister has chickens, roosters are mean, was always chasing my daughter. Yeah. Try that, try the umbrella trick. If ever you have to do that again. Like, 4 of my roosters are sweethearts. They're just noisy. But, like, they'll come right up to you and they're like, "I love you." And you're like, "I love you too." And some of them will let you kinda pet them, but most of them are like, "Okay, I'm too cool for that. Don't pet me." It's pretty funny. But I wanna walk over and show you guys chicken TV, but I'm really afraid that I'm gonna lose signal. So, I could try it. I could try chicken TV. We could see. And if it doesn't work, then you guys will have to tell me it's getting fuzzy. We're we're gonna try it. I'm gonna walk in the grass. No, I can't walk in the grass. It's gonna get too far away from the house. Will it work for dogs too? Mean dogs? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna walk barefoot across the world of rocks. Look at the 2 girls are over here sunning. Does that feel good, honeys? Yeah, I know I'm disturbing everybody. I know. I'm sorry. Tell me if I start to lose signal, guys. So here's where the chickens like to hang out. This is a little crabapple tree. They make that's my biggest rooster. He's also a jerk, but he protects my girls, so he can survive. They make holes and they dust bathe down in here. One of them has an apron on. I need to get some more aprons on them because the boys are a little overzealous right now. But there's a bunch of my chickens. Oh, yeah. Godzilla just chased. That's G2, and that's Godzilla. Godzilla just chased G2 away. So funny. And here's the babies. Hopefully the signal stays. If it doesn't, let me know. There's the babies. Hello, littles. How are you? You're so big. Yes, you are. Where's everybody else? Are you all down or is there some of you up? Let's see. Nope, nobody's in there. Everybody's down. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Chicken TV. Bare feet. Pine needles. Oh, there's the rest of everybody. Oh, and one of my ducks. There's Mama Duck. And then there's some more of the chickens on the other side of the well. So many creatures. I don't know where the drake is. I walked too far. I broke it. Heaven forbid. My ridiculous signal. Because the Wi-Fi, I've vanished. I have vanished. The Wi-Fi booster is right inside my front door. So that's why I think it's the only reason I can handle the Wi-Fi outside right now. Oh, good. I'm back. Okay. I'm going to move closer to. Let's see. Well, let's see if inside goes better. No. No. I'm gone again. Am I back now? There we go. Is it better now? Somebody give me a thumbs up and tell me that it's better. Oh, y'all, it doesn't matter how many times I try to clean off my table. It doesn't stay clean. It's ridiculous. And then my breakfast table is also a mess. I have a bunch of bags of xanthan gum I'm going to go donate. I'm back. Okay, cool. I'm inside the house, so I have better signal now because my Wi-Fi booster is right inside the door. My house is cluttered. My house is lived in. My house is 100% lived in. That's what it looks like. Like the kitchen, I mean, it's not bad right now. It's not bad right now. Dining room tables, I don't even know why they're called dining room tables. This one's got my freeze dryer rack. That's an idea. You guys want to see my pantry? I just spent 2 days organizing and doing all of my pantry stuff. So let me know if you want to see my pantry. Otherwise, I'll just stand here and talk. Oh, you got burnt. I'm going to show you guys my, no, you're not going outside. Is there something about xanthan gum that is bad, making me want to get rid of it? It's really bad for gut health. Like really bad for gut health. It destroys your gut microbiome. I used it because I was like, I really wish that I could use it, but I just really shouldn't have. The kitchen island at my house is a collection point for the girls. That's funny. What's dining room table? I don't even have one. Pantries are always interesting to see. Okay, this is my sunscreen. This is Trader Joe's coconut oil spray. If you don't have that, you can use this too. For 15 years, maybe even closer to 20, I've been using coconut oil or coconut oil spray for sunscreen and nothing else. I use it on my children. I use it on me. And we almost never burn, ever. And I've got some pasty white children, like ridiculously pasty white children. But we almost never burn. So, but we condition our skin at the beginning of the season where you put it on and then you go outside for 5 minutes and you come in. Then you put it on the next day, you go outside for 10 minutes and then you keep going more and more and more and more. And that conditions your skin so that eventually, no, you're not going out back outside. Eventually you'll put it on and it has conditioned your skin so that you won't burn. I mean, we don't do seed oils at all, and yet we still burn because we are so pasty. We are so pasty white. Giving up all the seed and veg oil, yeah, I wish. I still burn. Let me see. Is the cognac the same as far as gut health compared to xanthan gum? I have no idea. I use gelatin in place of xanthan gum now. So that could be okay. So there was a yes for the pantry. I'll show you guys the pantry. It took me forever. This is the kids' homeschool stuff. We're going to pick up a big giant bookshelf today. So that's why I'm doing my live early. But this is my pantry. It used to be a homeschool room. And it's now our pantry, now that we're homeschooling the kids. So this is the craft table and the game table. And then my little dehydrator is over there, and my freeze dryer is right here. I'm cleaning it out. And then you guys can see what all I have in my pantry, because why not? There's a bunch of natural stuff up here, like natural soaps and castor oil and beeswax and stuff like that. Bentonite clay from Redmond's. I think that's vegetable glycerin up there. All my extra spices, egg white powder. We ordered like so much egg white powder. See, more coconut oil, salt. This is bone powder for the dogs. I like to have that around just in case we don't have bones. These are Redmond salt crystals. This is for getting rid of slugs, and anytime I need to do anything with salt for gardening, I don't use the Redmonds. I use the cheaper stuff. Um, 5 pounds of my taco seasoning. Bella likes milk, some of that stuff. This is for making cakes. Look at all that Redmond salt. We've got like 25 pounds, and another 25 pounds down there. Everyone always wants to know what I have. Tons of Ziploc bags. This is all Lily's chocolate chips right here. This is a bunch of Swerve tea, lots of tea, tomato sauce and tomato paste, or no, crushed tomatoes. Those are for making like chili and stuff like that. Every time I've got just a little bit of salt. Every time we go somewhere and they have a sale, I grab two of, whatever it was. So whenever I'd go and they would have ketchup, I'd get 2 bottles instead of one, and then we always save one of them. And then True Lemon, y'all know we love True Lemon. That's all that egg white powder. Like this whole section is egg white powder, which I almost like don't hardly use any more now. And then a freezer, one of many freezers. I still have egg white wraps. I started making my own, but oh well. Yeah. So there's that, and then the kids is crafting stuff. Cassidy and Noah and Bella all did stuff. It's like, oh, so cute. My favorite syrup. I think I've got one. Yeah, the maple flavored syrup. I've used this one. Actually, I think the kids prefer this one. It's probably not the cleanest. Organic soluble tapioca fiber, erythritol, natural flavoring, caramel color, both not great. Stevia extract. Yeah, so they're okay. Not fantastic though. But what you gonna do? Yeah, so it took me about 2 days of organizing all of this in here, um, to try to redo everything, because all of this was school. All of it was books. So now the books are upstairs, and now the books are going to have to come back downstairs. Because we're going to get, it's this giant, it's like 7 feet tall by 4 feet wide oak bookshelf for $75. Solid oak for $75. So I'm driving an hour to go pick it up because, and that is absolutely worth it. So we're borrowing a friend's truck, flatbed truck, and we're going to go grab that later. I got blackout curtains so that we can block the sun, because this window is 9 feet by 5 feet, and they're older windows, and they let in a lot of cold air and a lot of hot air. So right now it's not closed because it's not terrible. Outside, plus there's a deck right above it, so it shades it really nicely. There we go. Okay. The lighting is not fantastic. Oh well. Let me see. Little blue Scottish person here. I will burn in the ocean or in Arizona desert, but not here in SoCal. That's hilarious. I actually didn't burn almost ever in California, but here we burn a little bit easier. I love that room. Someday I'll be able to leave the city and do that. Yeah, that is, and that room, it's funny. I think that one was an add-on afterwards. It has no air conditioning or heating in that room. So I'll shut these curtains if no one's going to be using that room, and then we don't have to heat that room in the winter, because it saves me a little bit of, power. Let me see. Oh, hello from the Netherlands. There's my chickens. I'm actually shocked one of them isn't here. Ooh, that lighting is terrible. It's so bad. My floofy guardians have come to join me. But anyways, hi Marina. My water is holding up my phone. Real high tech right now. So does anybody have any questions or anything? I figured I'd just hop on and say hi. I gotta pick up a truck. I'm gonna have to go wake up my husband in like an hour, and then go pick up a truck, and then go pick up a bookshelf. That's gonna be fun. No, 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 no. You're so pretty. No. She's like, but I want to go out. My fluffies. I love my fluffies. You guys are funny, aren't you? No. Oh my gosh. Attack with love. Being attacked with love. I lived in the mountain. You live in the mountains in Colorado. Don't have AC. The air outside is cool. Oh, come back. Like 18 things just went by. Thought I would pop by after commenting on sardines even more than my networks. I actually just ate sardines. I had sardine salad for lunch. I take a can of the sardines in oil and I put like a tablespoon of my coconut mayonnaise and about an ounce of cream cheese and maybe a tablespoon of sweet relish and sometimes a little bit of mustard as well. I'll do like half a teaspoon of mustard and some salt and smash that all up together. And then today I ate it with Wisps, the cheese little cracker thingies. That was fantastic. And I'm actually pretty full right now. Think tonight I'm gonna try a salad again because I had a few things yesterday. Something messed me up last night. Like my jaw hurt this morning and my hand was itching, and I'm not sure what it was. So I'm gonna go with just the salad today and see if it's something in the salad that messed me up or not. Just because I like doing these experiments. It's fun. So we'll see how that so far today. I have no idea why I lost signal. That makes no sense. I don't know. We have bad signal again. I don't know why. It was weird. It like messed up. Um, totally weird. Okay. Let me see. Getting back to the sardines. Yeah, that's what I had. I had sardines for lunch. Um, Hi, cuteness. My husband, he works for a place called Treehouse Foods. They're like 8 minutes away from here. It's not very far, thank goodness. So that makes it nice. He's electromechanical. He's pretty specialized because he did 24 years in the Air Force working on aircraft electrical systems. So moving here to Wisconsin was actually the best option for us because there's so many industries here that he was able to find, look at that cuteness. He was able to find a job where he could put his skills to good use. So that's what he does. And he works right now, he's night shift. So from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on a 223 fireman schedule. So we're just like getting used to it again. How a red jay? No, that's actually a female cardinal. Yeah, that's the pretty girl cardinal. Isn't she beautiful? She's like pink. I love her. She's gorgeous.
Bye, birdie, birdie.
Bye, birdie, birdie. Yeah, we got lots of birdie birdies. How I've been feeling since starting Dr. Boz's protocol? Really good as long as I stay lower protein and higher fat. I'm playing around with drinking a fatty tea at night. Do you love them? Do you love all the birds?
Yeah, I like the one that's pink.
Yep, that's the mama cardinal. She's so pretty. I've been playing around with having a fatty tea at night, and so it's like chamomile tea, and then I put butter and coconut oil in it, and then I drink that. It tastes like a sugar
She's
cookie.
still there.
And in the morning I wake up and my ketones are like 3.3. So I like that one. Very, very much. Let me see. I'm going back. I'm trying to catch up. It's going slow. I've not asked Dr. Boz about iodine yet. Getting my CAC calcium scan today. Ooh, that's awesome. Like, yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you do not have much from before you were eating healthy. Let me see. Sardines are to beef. Dr. Boz's ratio of 1 gram of protein and 1 kilogram of body weight is that total protein per day. Yes. And that's just a starting place. Like, you can start there, see if you can get into ketosis while eating that much. And then if you can't, then you can lower it. And if you do just fine with it, then you can go up and you can see if you can stay in ketosis. If that's what your goal is, to stay in ketosis. I've upped my fat and I've started losing weight and it's helping my ADHD. That's awesome. I love that. I thought I'd be traumatized by sardines, but actually like it better than tuna. And they're so much healthier for you than tuna. Tuna is like 130 pounds per fish. And the amount of toxins that have accumulated in those fish because of how long they've been in the ocean, it's really tough. Yes, my love. Thank you for using your manners.
Can I have electrolytes though?
You want some electrolytes? Yeah, go get some electrolytes. Take your stool. Go ahead, sweetie. So the sardines are way, 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 way healthier than the tuna is. So that makes it nice. I ordered Iodine Crisis and some Lugol's too. Ooh, fantastic. Yes, pages 201 to 205 are the salt loading protocol and the detox and all of that. So that's good. I'm still not losing weight, but I'm not gaining and I feel less bloated, so I'm rolling with it. I'm not losing weight anymore either. I like stopped losing weight. And then I was kind of a dork and I had some mushrooms, like way more mushrooms than I should have had. And then I gained I was like 2 pounds up overnight from that. But that was my own fault because I wanted the mushrooms. That actually sounds pretty good. Desired weight. Yeah. It's optimal weight, not even desired weight. Because a lot of people are going, oh, well, I'll be happy at 175 pounds, even though it says I should be 145 pounds. Go with your optimal weight for the protein. Ooh, there's a hair. I just saw that Siobhan Huggins made ranch hollandaise with 3 egg yolks, 1 stick of butter, and ranch seasoning. I haven't found a clean ranch seasoning. Have you? Because like Hidden Valley has MSG in it, so I won't do that. I get to touch my homeschool room. Oh, Lindsay. Yeah, my giant shelf is going to be very interesting. I made salmon croquettes with a can of sardines, a can of pink Alaskan salmon, and a can of tuna, an egg, mayo, herbs. I really should try to make some like salmon cakes with sardines. I should do that. Yes, I should. Never use the iodine drops. What do you suggest a beginner to start with? So I would suggest that you do 2% iodine. The Lugol's 2%, and you start with 2 drops. And you do that for a week or 2, and then you can increase by 1 drop like per week. And go very slowly. If you start to have any negative side effects at all, do the salt loading. Some people do just fine without the salt loading protocol. But there's a lot of people who are not able to get by without the salt loading. So if you have anything like a little bit of a headache, a little bit of weight gain, a little bit of joint pain, anything, a little bit moody, anything, start doing the salt loading protocol morning and evening. And then if you end up with really bad symptoms like a racing heart, then you can start doing the salt loading protocol every 30 minutes. Get your electrolytes, my sweet love. And that will help you to clear out the bromide better. If your kidneys are not functioning optimally, then you probably won't detox the bromide properly. And you may end up gaining weight because you're going to start displacing the bromide and then putting it into fat stores because you're not detoxing it. Yes, my love.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on for too much longer. UPS is here. That's going to be fun. Hey, buddy, is somebody here? Is somebody here? Oh, okay. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Good boy. You told me. You did excellent. Okay, leave it. That's enough. That's enough. Look what you did. You dropped the people. Shuriken. Can I mute myself? I don't know if I can mute myself. I can. Y'all did not want to hear me whistle. You didn't want to hear that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, hey, I said that's enough. You need to leave it. I don't know where my squirt bottle is. I need my squirt bottle. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Fatty tea is interesting. I don't drink coffee. Oh, the tea was so good. And I put 3 drops of stevia in it. Yeah, it tasted like a sugar cookie. It was so good. Like, so good. Do we count the protein in bone broth since it's not a complete protein? I was thinking of making egg drop soup with only the yolks. Not sure if that would work. Here's the thing with the protein. Everyone's asking that question. Excellent question. It depends on what it does to your insulin. I would love to say, no, don't count it because it's an incomplete protein. However, if it's raising your insulin and kicking you out of ketosis, then it's too much. It depends on what your goals are. If your goals are just to lose weight, you don't have to be in as deep of a therapeutic state of ketosis as someone who is fighting an autoimmune condition and or cancer. So it all has to do with your body's chemistry. If your body can handle the bone broth and it doesn't throw you out of ketosis, then you can decide whether or not you're going to count it. Because everyone's body is different. I know some people who are not able to handle even the 1 gram to 1 kilogram of desired body weight of protein without it completely kicking them out of ketosis. And then there's other people who can almost double it and they can still get great numbers, or it kicks them out for just like a minute and then they come back and they're fine. So you figuring out what works for you is super important. Try it. That's the best I can say is try it and see, because I really don't know how it's going to work for you. Make my own ranch mix. I don't have a powdered ranch mix. I mean, I make my own wet ranch, but I've never done a powdered ranch mix. Oh, yes, pork and good ranch seasoning. Oh, you are right. I even have some of that in my cupboard. I forgot about that. I do that all the time. Yeah, I don't have a recipe for powdered ranch. I should look one up. Loving the egg yolk waffles. These things are so good. I have a container of egg yolk powder and I tried a batch using that and they came out great. I've heard that the powder works really good. Any thoughts determining optimal weight when there's a 30-pound range? Honestly, I usually just picked it right in the middle. I was like, we're just going to split the difference right there in the middle. Or if you're older, the upper range, the upper end of it would be totally fine because we usually gain weight as we age. So that's totally acceptable. He is a very good doggy. He just needs to leave it when I say leave it. My stinky dog. Amazon. Oh, look at that. Amazon delivered my stuff. Yes, they did. I got, what's in my stuff out there? Some little solar lights, some solar garden lights that I'm going to put outside. So the next time we lose power for 18 hours or possibly more, we will be able to go and take the little solar light off. They look like little lanterns with flat bottoms. We'll be able to take it off of the spike and everyone can have their own light in their room because those things last for 8 to 12 hours. So we don't have to worry about the flashlights. Those are just going to sit outside where they're kind of out of the way a little bit and they're just going to charge continually. Like they will always be charged. So if ever we lose power, we will be able to go and grab those lamps. So that's in my package. I also got a solar charger that it's like a power pack that's got like 4 solar panels on it because we have like a little one and it was not enough to charge our phones. So we're gonna do that and I'm gonna like plaster it up against the window. I'm not sure what else I got. I know that there's something else, but I don't remember what it was. So let me get back to here. I like the McCormick 5, just 5 ranch seasoning, pretty clean. I'll have to look at that. Oh, those waffles. I know they're so good. Let me see. Go. Salt loading protocol. Okay, so the salt loading protocol is something that you need to do if you start experiencing negative side effects of detox when you begin the iodine. And I won't go too much into detail because I do have several videos on iodine. One of them is alive. It's called Electrolytes, Iodine, and a Podcast Host, I think is like the big one. And then I have another iodine that I did with Lindsay Murphy, kind of a follow up to that first one. But when you start taking iodine, your body begins to detox bromide because all of your iodine receptors in your body, many of them will have filled up with bromide. Bromide is the fire retardant that is found in carpets, pillows, mattresses, cars, computers, I mean, clothing, you name it, curtains, everything. They spray everything with bromide. BVO is brominated vegetable oil, which is found in Mountain Dew. It's also in bread. There's all kinds of things. So before we were healthy, if we were eating all that stuff, you were bromide poisoning yourself. Those fill up your receptors for iodine. Once you start taking a larger amount of iodine, you begin knocking the bromide off of those receptors. Well, the bromide is a toxin and has to be detoxed through your pathways. It can't come out of you like oxalates. It has to go through the actual pathways of your liver and your kidneys. But if your kidneys and your liver aren't functioning super well, sometimes you don't detox things very well. And if you add too much iodine too fast, you will knock off too much bromide. That's what Richard did. He ended up jumping up way too fast in his dosage, and his symptoms were a racing heartbeat of 130 beats a minute while resting. And that lasted for almost 3 weeks. And that was all simply from the iodine because of the bromide detox. Iodine is not something you can just start taking copious amounts of and be perfectly fine with it. Like vitamin C, you'll just pee out whatever you don't use. Incorrect. You will actually hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing. So that's why I'm always telling people you need to read the book before you even start. So what the salt loading protocol does is you would take like a quarter to a half a teaspoon of salt and mix it in warm water, about 4 ounces of warm water. You're going to chug that. You are then going to chug 12 to 16 ounces of cool water. So what happens is that salt water hits your stomach and immediately gets dispersed into the stomach lining, and then it begins to go through your intestines. And that is going to draw a lot of the bromide to it. If you were to get bromide poisoning and go to the hospital, and they would test you and say, yes, you have bromide poisoning, they would salt it out of your system. That is the actual protocol for getting bromide out of your system, is salting it out of your system, even in the hospital. So they would begin giving you really large amounts of salt. So what you do is you drink that salt, the salty water, and then you chase it with the clean water. So the salt water begins to go through your system and it draws the bromide into it. But because it's being chased by all that fresh water, it moves things through really quickly, gets through to the kidneys where it should be, moves through the kidneys into your bladder, so then you have to pee it out. So for some people, they have to do the salt loading protocol morning and night or morning and evening, and then they're good. For other people, you got to do it every 30 minutes until your symptoms subside. It depends on how fast you went up, whether or not you knew what you were doing, or if you're trying to rush the process. Most people who try to rush the process end up having some really nasty dumping symptoms. Well, the salt loading protocol causes diarrhea. It never has for anybody that I know of until they have gotten to like 3 teaspoons, like a tablespoon of salt, because they totally screwed themselves up and they went from 2 drops of 2% to 4 drops of 20%. And that is nasty. That is too much on your body in most cases. So if you are not being careful about that, then you will end up hurting yourself. You have to be really careful with how you do the iodine. I'm always telling people, just go slow. You can't rush healing any faster than we could rush getting sick, unfortunately. let me see. We need to biohack our own bodies. Keep a journal. I started doing that. I figured it's good and bad food. Agreed. At Carnivore Doctor has a powdered homemade ranch recipe. I'll have to go look that up. I don't know how much I missed. Better late than never. Happy Thursday. Yes. Speaking of, if clean seasoning, does anyone have a recipe for au jus powder for pot roast? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. Bromide is very nasty. Blood sugar stayed in the mid 70s to mid 80s with ketones between 2.3 and 5.6. My blood glucose is high after meal. Go away. Is 97. Should I be worried about the ketone height of 5.6? No, I wouldn't be. If you are always that high, then I would definitely keep an eye on it and possibly up your protein a little bit. That would be one way to probably get that to come down a little bit. Anything over 10 is where you're having a problem, where you're getting into ketoacidosis. But it looks like you've got a little bit of space to be able to tweak some things. Because if you're making that much, fridge got left open. Let me go shut that. Woo! No. No falling over phone. If you're making that many ketones, that means you're eating lots of fat. Your body is doing an excellent job of converting them into ketones. You don't have to have levels that high. So if you want to, you can very easily up the protein a little bit. And this is one of those situations where you may do better with a little bit more protein because it's going to buffer a little bit of the ketones. Just play with your chemistry and see. I've had ketones that high before and I felt perfectly fine. And I think my glucose was like 50 something at that point in time when I had ketones up in the fives. And I felt fantastic. I felt fine. I never had any problems. I know a lot of people would not kill, but be very happy with ketones that high. So I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah. And it could also only last for a little while. When you first start this way of eating, your body figures out how to make ketones, super happy, and it does it really easy, and it doesn't last forever. And then you're going to start finding that for many, they go to check their numbers and they're like, I'm literally doing the exact same thing that I've been doing. Why am I not making all these ketones? Like, where are the ketones? And that's when you have to start moving up the continuums and starting to stress your metabolism more, which is why Dr. Boz does a 48-hour fast, 48 or 72-hour fast every week, because that's the only way she can get her numbers that high now, because she's been doing this for so long. So be happy with your numbers for right now. Where do you get your ideal weight from? You can Google any BMI chart. And I used to say, "Oh, those things aren't real." No, they don't. No, they really are. They're accurate. So I Google BMI chart for women. I don't know if there's a difference. I just have always put the for women on there. I don't know if it's different for men or not. But then I look at my height and see what I should be at, and pick anywhere in the range. I usually do pick the higher side of the range because I am over 40. So I'm going to start gaining weight. And it's just what it is. Tried your coconut bubbly with some coconut milk and raspberry element. Delicious. It's so good, isn't it? Who knew? Like raspberry sparkling cream soda. It's so good. Yeah, it's very, very good. I love it. No, you're not going outside. No, I love you. They're so cute. No, naughty doggies. No, you're not going to go chase the chickens. You're not going to go do that with the big fat head. You have such a big fat head. Yes, you do. But you're so handsome. With the nubbins. Look at this face. Look at that face. You big dodo head. You big dodo head. Yes, I love you. Okay, go. You wanna stay in the camera, don't you? Thank you. So sweet. No. I found a BMI chart that also includes age. Oh, nice. I should look for one that has age. Covered in dog hair. Wow, he needs to be brushed. Thanks. I think I've been eating too much protein. Probably. I thought for sure I was good. Maria, I gotta get back to work. Bye, honey. Have a good day. I should let everyone go because I gotta go wake up my husband here pretty soon. And we have to go pick up the truck and then go pick up the bookshelf. Thing's gonna be huge. It's gonna be awesome. I'm not even sure that Richard and I are gonna be able to move it ourselves. We'll see. How long do you have to do the salt loading for? I've been taking iodine for 3 to 4 months. Depends. While you're increasing your dose, I would do the salt loading. If if you ever had any negative side effects from the iodine, I would continue to do it while you're increasing. Once you're done increasing, then you could try to go a day or two without the salt loading and see what happens. If you start to experience any negative side effects, go back on the salt loading. Some people I really think are going to have to do it for life. There's some other ones that are going to be able to skip it completely. So, where you fall into that range, everybody's going to be different. I really have no idea. And the pretty tiny, well, tiny, she's not tiny. She's like 80 pounds. But the pretty girl is at my feet, laying down. And my handsome boy is under the table. So, hopefully, I wish I could tell you guys a definitive answer. Do the salt loading for 3 months after you increase to this dose. I don't know. I didn't get the same side effects that Richard did. I wasn't doing the salt loading either. I went up about as fast as he did, and the most I dealt with was like 5 pounds of weight gain. That was it. His was 3 weeks of a racing heart. So his was definitely far worse. So everybody's different. But if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you go and do a few things. Probably, yeah, I got a few things to do before I go pick up that bookshelf. So that'll be fun. I got to go pick up the truck. It's a stick shift. So I have to like activate the opposite side of my brain for that. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I've driven it twice in the last year, I think. I learned with a clutch. Thank you, Dad. But anyways, okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you on Sunday. I think Sunday. Yeah. So, thank you. I love you all. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.